You just for here, I don't say your own. I just say they go to Christmas for inside. Like we dey tire for inside. And why how they got this for cassava stem, abi? This is a cassava stem. We want to uproot it now. You people should show your children. Some children don't know cassava. They don't know how the cassava they look like. They think like a cassava seed will go up and grow for up. Cassava stick. The food is on the ground. I want to root it today, so you look at it. You will cut it like this.
Hey, cut it like this.
You cut them like this. You can see this one. They plant it for a small place for the compound. Look at the scented leaf on top.
Hey.
Grandma has finished explaining how we harvest the cassava tubers. So this is the cassava tuber she harvested from her backyard, and harvesting of the tubers is just to uproot the stem of the cassava. Like after she cuts the cassava stem, she will put it from the ground to get these tubers. So at this point she's going to peel the cassava, which is what she's doing now. Mind you, cassava is how you get your Garri, either yellow or white. It's also how you get your Fufu, that's Fufu, and it is also how you get your starch. Both the starch you use for getting your clothing hard and the starch you take a swallow with soup if you are from Delta States. Okay, so this is how she's going to keep peeling the back of all of the cassava that she harvested. Grandma is doing a really huge work here. Kudos to her. So if you have land in your compound, please don't complain that the economy is too hard and you can't get food to eat. You should be doing things like this. Grandma does not have just cassava, she has other things. There's pepper, look at how giant these tubers are. Oh my god. Okay, like I was saying, there's pepper, there's scent leaf, there's bitter leaf, there's ewedu, there's ugu, so many things in the compound. So you just basically buy just a few things like tomato and the rest to cook. Okay. So cassava is good. It's one of major food in Nigeria. I beg, please, if you want grandma's voiceover, not really voiceover, grandma's voice coming out without me doing a voiceover, let me know in the comment section. It was grandma's voice that started this video, and if you would like her explaining her videos, please let me know. Okay, so what you're going to be seeing for the rest of this video is just the processing of cassava, how it is being done. So like the video started with harvesting it, cutting the cassava stem, to uprooting to get the tubers, and now the tubers are being cut. So for the rest part of the video, I don't know if I still need to be explaining what's going on. You're just going to follow through with what's going on. After cutting, she's going to head over to wash. After washing, then the next thing will be to see skills. How many of you, please come to the comment section, how many of you can handle cutlass the way grandma is handling this? How many? Drop your comments. like this video for grandma. Give grandma some likes and nice comments, please. So yes, so this harvesting was done in Edo State. That's why you see this, the sand, the soil red. If it was in western parts, it could have been like whitish or not reddish. So yes, like I said, after she finished cutting the cassava tubers, she's going to wash it, which is what she's doing now. She's using a sponge. Grandma is very neat too. She's using a sponge to wash it. So most times when you get these things done yourself, you get the best results. Like you clean it the way you would want it to be clean, with clean water, as grandma is doing it now, like with sponge, because like during the peeling process, most times it falls on the floor, so it will have come in contact with sand, and if you don't clean it very well, that's where you begin to have sand in your garri. If you see grandma's garri or her fufu, very clean, and you know it's home processed, so it's natural. You know they are not putting any preservative or using soap to wash it or anything. You know it's well prepared. So she's using clean water, using sponge to wash off the sand from the body of the cassava tuber. After doing that, she's just going to rinse them again, so it's really properly clean, and then she's going to store it. So if you've watched my previous video, you know the next process in storing it, which will be to soak it, and then after soaking, you're going to grind. So you get your garri that you would fry, or you get your fufu that you are going to pound. So enjoy the rest of the video on the process of harvesting and cleaning cassava tuber that we use in making garri, fufu and starch. And please, if you're new to my channel, subscribe so you can get good nice content like this. Leave a comment, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. You're the real MVIPs, and you can reach me on my YouTube with comments, and I'll respond to you. And enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you for coming to watch. Look at how clean and white it's looking after washing. Wow, thank you so much, grandma. This is not an easy work. Grandma has really tried. See my fine mommy. I love you, mommy. Grandma. Please leave a lot of likes for this video for grandma, and a lot of nice comments, okay? And thank you. I'll see you in my next video.